Paul Skenes has started 9 games in his major league career so far. This has added up to 52 and a third innings pitched. And despite that small sample size, he already has shown off some of the most elite stuff that any MLB pitcher has in their arsenal. He was pitching at the collegiate level less than a year ago and only started 12 games in his minor league baseball career. But despite that as well, he is pitching like a Cy Young candidate this season in his rookie year at age 22. He was possibly the most hyped up draft prospect since Bryce Harper in the early 2010s. And like Harper did, Skenes has somehow found a way to live up to the hype that media and fans had for him. How has he done this, and what stuff does he have that other MLB pitchers simply don't have? Most of the reason why Skenes had so much hype as a prospect and now as a rookie is his four-seam fastball that he throws about 38% of the time. The average velocity for this pitch for him is above 99 miles per hour at 99.2, which is by far the highest average four-seam velocity from any starting pitcher in baseball. Even for relief pitchers, it's really good, as he's fifth in average fastball velocity, right behind flamethrowers such as Mason Miller and Emmanuel Clase, among others. Maybe Skenes doesn't have the highest RPM on that pitch or spin rate, but when you throw that hard, it's still very difficult to hit. This is Skenes' most featured pitch, but it isn't even really his best, despite still being very effective. And his four-seamer isn't the only type of fastball that he has, as Skenes also throws a splitter about 31% of the time. Hitters are slugging just 200 against that pitch, nearly 50% less than the league average slugging percentage. His splitter is the type of pitch that'll throw at 0-2 or 1-2 to get the hitter to chase out of the zone, and that's worked very well for him so far in his young career. Part of what makes it so great is how he can throw this pitch at up to 95 or 96 miles per hour. Once again, this is easily the highest average pitch velocity among starting pitchers and is better than most relievers. Skenes gets hitters to swing and miss about 30% of the time at this pitch. Skenes' slider, which he throws 16% of the time, has 40% more horizontal movement than the average slider in MLB. This pitch is hit by batters at an average launch angle of 27 degrees, which can be a good angle to hit home runs, but also for lazy fly balls. Of the 5 hits against it, 3 have been home runs. While this definitely is a big problem, the average exit velocity on the slider is only 88 miles per hour, which isn't very good. This probably means that soon hitters won't be succeeding as much against the slider as they are right now. This is just one of those things that since Skenes is a rookie, he has a lot of time to fix. Those are Skenes' top 3 most used pitches and take up about 85% of the total pitches that he's thrown this season. He's also used a curveball and changeup at times, with the curveball actually being pretty effective overall, but the changeup not so much. So now that you have a little overview of Paul Skenes' stuff that he features on the mound, I'm going to take a look now at his stats for this season to see what kind of outcomes these pitches have actually provided on the field rather than on the spreadsheet. He's pitched to an excellent 2.06 ERA this season, allowing just 12 earned runs in over 52 innings on the mound. I don't think the pitcher win-loss record stat matters even in the slightest, but at 4-0, Paul Skenes has yet to take a loss in any of his starts, and I think that's pretty cool, because the Pirates are doing very well in games he starts, which is ultimately what matters the most in the end. Some other cool stats on his resume include his insane 12.04 strikeouts per 9 innings, and in turn, his 34.2% strikeout rate, which is one of the best marks in baseball for a starting pitcher. He has paired this with a minuscule walk rate at just 4.9%. Paul Skenes just got to Major League Baseball and is already one of the best pitchers in the game, which is pretty insane, and he's got the stuff to stay as one of the best pitchers in the game for a very, very long time.